When did your instincts scream leave now? And what did you later find out you avoided? I was at a party and this guy pushed me up against a wall. He swore it was a joke, but I said nah, I'm out. I'd already had bad vibes off him all night and called my boyfriend. All my friends were at the party and didn't want to leave, and asked him to pick me up because I was drunk. A week later, that guy was arrested for our word. I was an after party purely because my friend wanted to bang one of the dudes. I waited in the living room, first full of people, but dwindling down to eventually just two guys and me. Friend has yet to emerge from random hookup's bedroom. It was fine for a bit. And then I caught a glance between the two, and it was like everything turned slow motion for a second. I literally dragged my friend off a guy's bed, and we got the F out. One of those dudes eventually served time for the actual assault and murder of his girlfriend. I went to sleep for an extra shift I picked up earlier than normal. One of my really good friends really pushed for me to go with him to a party. I couldn't bring myself to have fun instead of getting sleep before a 12-hour shift. Turns out, he was planning to murder offing us. He wrecked his car into a tree right after leaving the party as his way out of this world. He survived and his dad found notebooks and poems about how he had planned all this out. And this was his way of us living in the afterlife as bros. We stopped talking after. My mom had something like this. It was back in 2003 when I was 12, my sister 10. Mom and dad were planning on a date night, and they were going to have us kids go stay with our grandma and great-grandma for the night. Mom said she changed her mind last minute, and instead they rescheduled, and we all stayed home. My grandma's house burned down that night, killing my great-grandma and severely injuring grandma and one of my uncles. Had my sister and I been there, we would have likely been in the same room with great-grandma or grandma, and one of both of us would have died. I was taking the southbound red in Chicago during wintertime a few years ago, and three people wearing balaclavas entered my car, which was already pretty full. Two were standing in front of one exit, and the other guy was standing in front of the other. I saw them scan the people in the car in my peripheral vision. Then the guy standing alone looked over at the other two and gave them an okay nod. I felt like something was about to go down. So I got off at the next stop and walked the rest of the way home. Fortunately, was not stopped by one of those guys when I passed them, probably because other people were in the car. About 10 minutes later, I got a ping from the Citizen app saying something along the lines of robbery/shooting at next station. I passed the next station on the walk back and saw tons of cop cars along with an ambulance parked at the entrance.